Once upon a time, in the cheerful town of Smileyville, lived a little girl named Lily. She had sparkling hazel eyes and a laugh that sounded like wind chimes on a breezy day. But despite the town's name, Lily was often found with a scrunched-up nose and a big frown on her face. Lily loved to complain. She complained about her breakfast being too hot, her shoes being too tight, and even the clouds that dared to block the sun. One whimsical Wednesday morning, as Lily grumbled about having to go to school, her grandmother, Grandma, decided it was time for a little heart-to-heart. "Lily, my dear," Grandma said, smoothing down her hair with a loving hand, "have you ever heard of the positivity switch?" Lily shook her head, curiosity momentarily outweighing her disdain. "What's that?" she asked, her voice tinged with skepticism. "It's a magical switch in your heart," Grandma explained. "When you turn it on, it helps you see the bright side of things." She smiled warmly. "Why don't we try to find it today?" Lily sighed, still doubtful, but she agreed to give it a shot. As she walked to school, she noticed a group of birds chirping lively tunes. Normally, she'd grumble about the noise, but this time she paused. Remembering the positivity switch, she listened intently. The melodies seemed to make the trees dance, and Lily couldn't help but smile. The day unraveled in much the same way. Her math teacher, Mr. Green, announced a surprise quiz. Initially, Lily felt the familiar frown forming, but then she thought of Grandma. She flicked her imaginary positivity switch and decided to see it as a fun challenge. To her surprise, she found herself enjoying it and even discovering new shortcuts to solve problems. At recess, Lily usually sat alone, convinced that others didn't want to play with her. This time, she approached a group playing tag. Joining the game was a leap of faith, but with her positivity switch activated, she jumped in with glee. Laughter and cheers erupted as she became the fastest tagger in the group. Returning home, Lily found her mother stressed about a garden being overrun with weeds. Instead of complaining about how boring gardening could be, she suggested, "Mom, what if we make it a game? Whoever pulls out the most weeds wins a prize." Her mother, delighted by Lily's newfound enthusiasm, agreed. They laughed and raced through the yard, leaving a path of neatly tended plants behind. When the day wrapped up, Lily felt something she hadn't in a while, a warm glow in her heart. She had spent the day discovering a different perspective, one that glittered with potential and light. "Grandma, I think I found the positivity switch," Lily declared that evening. "I just had to choose to turn it on." Her grandmother hugged her tightly and whispered, "That's the magic, dear. Always remember that happiness isn't found, it's made." From then on, Lily learned to turn her complaints into actions that made a difference, sprinkling sunshine wherever she went. And whenever a cloud seemed too gray, she flicked her positivity switch and filled the air with laughter. Subscribe to Mindfull Kids Club for more heartwarming stories and emotional adventures. New videos every week. Don't miss out.